The old Super Nintendo layouts. Turns out it's pretty useful for a lot of things. Super Mario World, let's go. Dang, Peach always getting kidnapped all the time. Thanks for 250 bitties, delicious meat. We're just gonna go ahead and enjoy some Mario. Yes. Played this game recently as Luigi, so I mean, it should be pretty familiar, to say the least. Well, I don't need to get all the dragon coins. I'm not gonna need the lives. It's just Mario World. Charge! No good at any of the fancy tricks that people do with these things nowadays. Same thing with Mario Maker, really. The stuff that I generally get better at is the weird stuff, you know? Oh yeah, 40 right off the bat. Oh, it's just Mario World. Speaking of money, let's go! You know, if I'm gonna fit multiple things into today's stream, maybe I should just get super crazy about lives. Oh, I didn't get the jump this time. Sadness. I'll try to be a little bit less obsessed with getting every possible one up. It's not like you need it, it's just Mario World. That doesn't look right. But just gotta stop capturing eggs! There we go. Meow! Oh shit! Chuck! Get out of here! No hurting my Yoshi friend. Give me that! Yeah! Thought it was gonna be the damn moles. Oh, I keep on trying to jump off of P-switches, but it's a lot harder than Mario Maker. Ma! Ma, come out quick! There's a weird-looking horse outside! Ma! Ma, the horse is here again! I know what you're referring to. I have found the right switch. Yoshi's the best horse. Hands? This is vanilla Super Mario World. I mean, everything looks as it should, right? Ah, I messed it up. Yoshi, don't! Oh, whatever, man. My Yoshi. Can't go back. All right, sure. Yeah, whatever. Give me that. Oh, jeez. So, almost bad for a second there. I have a sudden urge to say it's rewind time. What? Okay. Okay, can I get this again? Yeah! Nice. You get rid of it. Mario's defeated the invented Iggy Koopa of Castle Number 1 and rescued one of Yoshi's friends, who's still trapped in an egg. An egg, excuse me. Now he sets out into the vast donut place. Excuse me for correcting your grammar! Old video game from the 90s. Donut planes. That seems about right. Yes. Ah, I finally have the dream combo. Let's go! I try not to fly over the levels. Ah, but I should have. Emphasis on try. That's not good. Alright, fine. Well, my luck's about the usual on these things. Hey, but I want that though! Come back! Come back! Come back, I say! Give me that. I feel when you're halfway through eating something and something just rams into you. Alright, first one of the stream! Oh, it didn't do the slow down. I probably timed it too late if I had to guess. Oh, really? That makes me want to give it a shot. Hang on. Sure enough. Oops. Yoshino! Yoshino! I did this whole thing again recently, it was pretty nice. Although this time we're just good old Mario instead of Luigi. I like Luigi. He's number one. Yoshino!
That's Mama Luigi to you, Mario!
Nice timing on that one. And baseball Charlies, they're the worst. They're the worst! What are you talking about? It's perfectly vanilla Super Mario World. Oh, looks and sounds right to me. Oh, come on! I guess that's what I get for standing in front of the auto scroll. Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate timing. Slowly but surely it attempts to poke. Damn. I've only hit the gold tape twice so far. That's not good. Mushroom. It's the one thing about auto-scroller stages. If it's too slow, you don't really have much else to do other than move left and right, swinging your cape to the music. That's the first ghost house of the game. Oh, I don't have Yoshi for this one. Oh well. Green Switch Palace. Alright, just time it. Just time it. Here we go. Here we go. Go! Shit. That was very much a moment of fun. I'll do it myself. It's hard to do a yump with a cape. Yeah, kind of bumped him on the head a little bit. It's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and get top secret area unlocked. No! Damn Boo Cloud. Whoa, jeez. Alright, RNG, could you not have boos directly in my way this time? Thanks. There we go. So our only gold tapes have been a 40, a 40, and a 30. But why? But why? Alright, Yoshi, come on. Get the old dream combo. And off we go. Ghost houses. Forever the excuse for people to make shitty levels. What if I don't want to go that way? What if I just want to go this way again? Right from the very first ghost house ever made. And a shitty dumb puzzle. Even without the cape, you can still bonk your head against the 30. Very nice. Yeah, because I have a very passionate disdain for ghost houses. It's where a lot of the bad level design tropes come from in things like Mario Maker and Super Mario World ROM hacks and whatnot. And generations upon generations of shit I despise. Everybody's favorite water levels. What are you talking about? This is Mario World. I'll go this way first. Alright, Yoshi, hang here for just a minute. I'm going up. This whole section is surprisingly dangerous sometimes. What's this? Oh, yes. Forbid fish! Alright, come on. I need you to work this time. Damn. Why aren't the balls working? I'm so disappointed. It's just not the same without the balls. Must be mistiming them or something. Maybe it's supposed to be while the key is closing. Tried a couple of different timings now and it sounded normal. That's not good. Shouldn't be. I haven't changed anything since yesterday and today. Is there still a dragon coin up here? No. No. Oh, the dragon coin? Might be something else up there. Alright, come on. I can get it. No. Way too slow. Wow. Right, the dragon coins go away after I pick them all up. That's true. Go to that secret house. Funny how it took until the GBA version for them to finally make the dragon coins do something. I must fight the most difficult boss in existence! Bustin'. You making a face at me, little boo? Think you're hot shit? Cause you're not! Darn, I needed one more star. Every time I load up this game, I have to actually think about where the regular exit is in this stage. It's like, wait a minute, how do I actually, like... how do I finish this stage without actually beating Big Boo again? If I was a braver individual, I would go for the ridiculous jumping through the Boo carousels, but I do not have that power. Shit. I was hoping that'd be the way out. Crap, I forget! I forget! I can jump real high with my jetpack on. What good does that do? Everybody loves ghost houses, right? There it is. I'm out of here! I want out! Oh man, everybody loves this stage. Spin jump through all the blocks. The stage! That's really it. That's all you do. It's very possible to glitch and die in these, so you gotta be at least somewhat careful. Okay, this time I got it. Damn. I think it's broken, chat. My mouths? They don't seem to be functioning correctly. Odd. The stage is always really weird in that you can just spin jump off of Yoshi and then land back on him. And that would magically allow you to spin jump through blocks. Alright, on to the donut secret level. In all of its icy glory. Oh, whoops. Unless you're masterful control over the ability to grab coins. Or something. I really don't need to be wasting time with these things. It's just so tempting. There's a lot of little things in Super Mario World that's just kind of fun to do, you know? Like I could go up there and get that one dragon coin, but I don't wanna. There's only so much Yoshi micromanaging I can stand. Ah, shit, right. Don't get any invincibility frames when you get knocked off the horse. Nice. Should be able to. Yeah. Go, Yoshi, go! Right into the skies! Nice. Nice! Nice. Hitting these blocks is really unreliable when you're on a horse. Okay. What? Everything's perfectly normal here. I don't have a cape to abuse this one. But who needs a cape when you have the power of horse luck? Yeah, horse luck! Oh. Horse luck's pretty good. I'll definitely take that, thank you. Alright, Chuck, give me a boost. Thanks, Chuck. Disco show! Disco show! Yeah! The first instance of disco show. Yoshino! Disco shell is gone. Oh. But it was so beautiful. Go, go, go! Okay, but... But... No. Okay, okay. Kind of tricky to do. I can do this. Oh, one of them despawning definitely helps. There we go. It's tricky to get to this particular bonus area, but it's there. The cave trick doesn't actually work. Wait, what's... SP left to right? Okay. I'll give that a shot in the next one. A lot of people didn't even know the Morton secret room even exists. Last time I played this game, I actually taught a lot of people that that bonus area is even there. Because it's really awkward to get to thanks to the thwimps. Morton! Let's go. No chance. Get him! Mario has triumphed over Morton of Castle Number 2. The journey is starting to become more dangerous. Next, Mario ventures into the Vanilla Dome. What perils await him? Okay, I think 2 worlds is enough for me trying to ham up the gimmick here, but what the crap did they do to the Vanilla Dome? This one's been bothering me for the past 10 minutes! There's certain things on this map that aren't even close. Pretty much everything right here, no. This thing's huge. Yoshi's Island when we were on there was like 2 tiles fatter than it should be. What even, what's this? Why is this supposed to be horizontal out of the forest? There's so much wrong. The circles are supposed to be above the ship, not in the ship. The ship's not supposed to be in there. This is Super Super Mario World Remade by From Memory, and it has already been a bit of a journey. This is just wrong on so many levels. The ghost house up there is fine, but both of the dots for the levels are supposed to be on the right, and then you have the castle at the bottom, and then curving around to the left to the pipe. They're supposed to be... The pipe on the left is supposed to be on a higher level than the stage, so that's all wrong. The music is hilarious, by the way. It's very cursed. What the crap was the Donut Secret House? They didn't even have the secret door labeled. It's supposed to be surrounded by coins. It was way too far on the side. It's okay, I mean, I can't get them too hard of a time. You make shit from memory and see how it turns out. The only reason why a lot of this stuff is fresh in my brain is because I played the vanilla game, like, what? Earlier this month or something? Some of the stages have been perfectly fine, but I can't forgive there not being a moon in one of the later stages of Donut Plains. I looked for the moon and it wasn't there! It's supposed to be floating atop some clouds. Also, I imagine the changed music is why the wow's not working. Yeah. They're not using enough sound channels or something on the key effect, and as a result, the wow isn't working how it should. Also, yes, the cape in Yoshi's Island 4 was a bit, That one really shouldn't have been a thing. The cape was literally introduced with the cape enemy. Come on. Do they still have this bonus area? No, that's gone. There's definitely a lot of tiles that are in the wrong spot that I'm noticing. Things are either too high up or too low down. Like a lot of Yoshi's Island 3, there was blind jumps because everything was too low down. Like this! You can't see anything! It's all messed up! But I figured if I was ever gonna play this ROM hack, it might as well be now. Right, Yoshi's too fat to fit in there, even crouched. I remember learning that lesson last time, and apparently it didn't stick. Were they even? I don't remember there being red switch blocks in this level. Because you can't even get to the red switch palace before doing this level. It's off in this direction! Yeah, it's just close enough that everything feels extremely cursed. Also, I have no idea how they managed to break this. How? I guess by making the floor one tile too high. Alright, I'm gonna go the secret route first. This will be the ultimate test to see if it's easy or not to keep Yoshi throughout all this. Yoshi, no! Looked like a solid no on that one. Oh! I'm not supposed to be able to get up here! Alright, the secret. Cool, I actually can keep Yoshi if I want to. Neat. That's definitely too short. There's supposed to be at least 2 tiles to land on there. Otherwise, this stage seems about right. The Star Road is probably one of the weirdest looking of the overworld maps in this. It's so fat! Yeah, this is a whole group of people just redoing the entirety of Super Mario World from memory. So it's all sorts of cursed on purpose. This level's mostly right, though. It's just the small things. It's the really big things that I was stopping to have a bit of a moment at. Like, how on earth is the tic-tac-toe or whatever bonus room? How is it managing to come out different every single time? There's different amounts of the 3 blocks. There's different heights between them. The floor was different once. The pipe was missing once. The ceiling was missing once. Just all this stuff that's slightly wrong. I don't think it was on purpose. The mission statement was to do it as close as possible. Also, it's pure RNG, so there's nothing to solve anyways. I don't recall there being a green block here, but sure. This little midsection of the music's beautiful. Lives. Yeah, this one of those levels where I don't recall too much of it because it has the problem where it's just the same thing copy and pasted a lot. Oh, this is all sorts of wrong. I don't think this was ever here. What even is this second half? Are we playing the same level? The big tower-shaped thing with Monty Moles is in one of the bridge stages coming up. I think it's on the non-secret side, even. I hate the hit detection on these things when you're on Yoshi. How? Just hit the damn thing! Eh! It's probably because the floor is 1 tile higher than it's supposed to be. So it's making it even more awkward. Dolphin stage! Okay, I'm not even trying and I already have nearly 99 lives. I feel like the lives have been even more abundant in this than normal. Yeah, the bonus game conclusion theme was one of the ones that I visibly grimaced at. It's like, oh god, that one's rough. Was there always 2 porcupines? I don't think there was always 2 porcupines. You gotta be careful too, because if you hit both of them at the same time, you're gonna take damage. Because, you know, Super Mario World is a perfectly well-constructed game that doesn't have anybody. What's that doing there? I mean, that was mostly right. Okay, I'm really curious from this stage, because I mean, this stage has a lot of potential to be a disaster. Yeah, they still have the bonus section over to the side there. Whole level still breakable by scrolling the screen in the scroll. This little bit here is not quite familiar. Alright, still kind of pumps you super far. I'm curious about all the stuff going on over there, but you'd have to enter via the shrunken spot. Okay, good, the mushroom block's still there. I mean, that's alright. Oops. What am I doing? This gives me a chance to take a look at the small route. Totally on purpose. And I'm not even gonna bother grabbing the mushroom because I'm legitimately curious about the other route. That doesn't seem right. Do we even still have the spinning maces up here? So where's the obstacles? Did they just forget to put anything there? I don't think that's quite right. There's just nothing up there. Oh, this bloody stage. Okay. I mean, the neat thing about remaking this stage from memory is the auto-scroll is pre-programmed into the game, so you know roughly how it's supposed to progress. It's just a matter of putting stuff in that auto-scroll. Yeah, they probably couldn't remember what was up there. That's basically a DLC route. Since it's one of the weird ones where you need to not have a power to access it instead of having any power at all. So far, this seems perfectly fine. This gap's definitely a little bit bigger, but nothing too much. Yes, some of the gaps are definitely bigger. What's that disco shell doing here? That one's definitely not right. I mean, I'll take it. I can get rid of Chuck more easily. This isn't as wide as it's supposed to be, but, I mean, otherwise the structure's right. That fuzzy shouldn't be there. There's a lot of fuzzies showing up in levels where they're not supposed to be. Ooh, that's a little spicier than normal. Yoshino! What are all these fuzzies doing here? Okay, this part's getting a lot spicier than it's supposed to be. This is wrong. Where's my star block? They didn't have the star block. Damn it, Kennedy. If I had a... Wait. Here, Kennedy, just for you. There we go. kind of wanted that. Oh well. Hey, I can have it anyways. Nice. This actually seems pretty much right. There's always quite a large number of them. Different colored shells to kick. Yep, the double blue, yep. That all seems right so far. There's the stupid-ass generator. This should be Yoshi, yeah. Yeah, right, good. Probably should have checked out the bonus area, because it's a bit of a weird... Oh yeah, they even had the awkward spacings right. Yeah, this one's real good. Awkwardly placed dragon coin, yep. Yoshi, go! Why does he have to be so big? That was almost perfect. Like, the ending platform there is a little bit smaller than it's supposed to be, but... that's pretty much right. Well done. Alright, we'll leave Ludwig for later. Let me do the regular route now. Yeah, there was definitely a group like that at the beginning of the stage. Either way, that one was pretty close. Freaking fat Star World! The roads aren't even straight. They're kind of weird and wobbly on the sides. Oh my god, this is like 3 tiles too wide. You're supposed to be able to see the clouds on the left, man. But... Wait! Where'd the other 2/3 of the stage go? I'm not supposed to be able to get across there with the stars still active. It was always just a flat stage with nothing but fish in it, but like, it was supposed to be longer than that. Yeah, it's only the length of the star. No. No, there's no Torpedo's heads in this stage. Torpedo 10 only shows up in one stage of the entire game. So if we see any Torpedo 10s anywhere else other than Soda Lake, then something is very wrong. God, that one hurt. I used to be really consistent at that bonus game. Not these days. Alright, moment of truth. Will I be able to keep this Yoshi? Because normally what happens is there's a vine block coming up and then you just can't get up there with Yoshi. Alright, that's correct. Sorry, Yoshi. Yeah, seems about right. That's a bit short, but okay. The one-up's still there. This isn't as wide as it's supposed to be by like 3 or 4 blocks. Yeah, no floppy fish at the start. This is a lot more compressed than it's supposed to be. Look how oddly squished that is. Hey, we got a yump. Where's the wall? We're missing the wall! Okay, several things. First, that hole was longer than it's supposed to be, and the ceiling and the wall are missing. Now this is going to be really curious because a lot of people don't really bother with most of this stage. Yeah, the text boxes all seem about right. So the writing's been consistently about right. It helps keep up the illusion for a little bit longer. Oh, isn't it playing this stage? Oh, this doesn't look right at all. Now get away, mushroom! I don't want thee. Let me take a look back here. Wait, where's the whole charge of Chuck's blocks? He's got no blocks to charge through, man! They're all gone! Okay, this odd bonus area is still here. Doesn't look right, but it's here. And it still takes you to basically nowhere. It's a weird stage. Alright, Bubble House! Let's go. What? I have several questions. What is any of this? Okay, should have come on in with the party of 3. Welcome to Super Mario World. Okay. Just playing some Mario. In this day of chaos and nonsense, we have some normality. So. That's, yes. Why are none of these doors labeled? Both of those were supposed to happen. This stage doesn't... The stage doesn't have a large dot! The wrong stage! You're still an upper road. I can get flight speed, it's just kind of tricky. Nope, that's missing. Thank you, disconnect protection, as usual. Okay, back to work. How much of a pain in the ass this makes it. It's a good thing I have a log file so I can actually tell exactly when OBS crashed. It makes putting together the highlights for later a lot easier. I heard the Windows noise and it was immediately like, wait a minute, I am filled with a concern. Also filled with the concern of this very strange lava raft section. Oh, this is way wider than it's supposed to be. Is this still Cape? Yes, okay, that's correct. Okay, I can see the upper road. Everything about this section's just very slightly off. Wait, was there always a bonus key? What? What's this? This is supposed to be the bonus area for, like, the previous Vanilla Taupe stage, right? Yeah, that's not right at all. I don't think. There's several things wrong with that. The checkpoint placement, the upper route not just being a couple of munchers and a way to go over the lava raft. There's no upper route in this section. You're supposed to descend with the P switch. There's just no ceiling right here. Oh my god, this stage is really cursed. Some of the green blocks all over the place. That blarg was partially clipping out of the lava, that's definitely new. So many power-ups. Damn, I'm never gonna run out. Alright, here's the upper section I was thinking of. Alright, here it is. It's later than I remember, but it's there. Yeah, the stage just seemed to be longer than normal by, like, an entire raft ride or two. This is the stage that's supposed to have the giant dot. Well, that's unfortunate. Of all things to be almost perfect, the death sound. Yeah, the green springy things are always the worst. This is the stage where they were first introduced. Or the vanilla secret, the first vanilla secret, either or. Those will be the first places where you find them, at least. What killed me? A single fireball from one of the jumping piranha plants. You managed to hit me at the perfect angle. The bullet generator is basically the same. The bullet generator is one of those things that's caked into the game, so no amount of from memory is gonna mess that up. You gotta be kidding me with these damn fireflies. God, give me that. I have this springboard. Get rid of it. It's wasting my time. I don't think it's supposed to be the diagonal bullet pattern here, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the, like, cross, like, the one that fires bullets in a bunch of different directions. Pretty sure it's not supposed to be the diagonal bullet generator. I'm fearful of this stage, okay. Alright, thanks for the mushroom that's not supposed to be there. Where's my P-switch? P-switch? Wait, what's it doing all the way over here? Okay, it's gonna be kind of tricky to actually press. Oh, that's gone. I don't think I can get it back. I might be able to get it back. I'm gonna have to come at it pretty fast. I have a plan! Maybe. If anything's gonna work, that's gonna be the thing. Damn, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to it in time. No! Ugh, this one's stupid block in my way. I'm getting rid of it. How are they so perfectly positioned? There we go. Okay, now I need to actually place the damn thing and activate it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, Magic Koopa. Don't you do it. That was a lot more effort than it should have been. I'm not gonna make it in time because all these damn blocks in their awkward spots. I'm in. Jeez. Midpoint's a lot harder to earn than I remember. Wait, where's the entire block section here? It's just missing. I remember the one that goes up, but what about the one that goes down? Okay, there's several of those missing, but that's fine, I guess. This is definitely higher than it's supposed to be. I have less room to move around. Okay, that stage was pretty cursed, but, you know, fine. Get rid of that castle. Lemmy Koopa of Castle Number 3 has met his untimely end at the hands of Mario, who now continues his search. Have you found the green and red switches yet? I have! The green switch palace, by the way, the pipe you go into Donut Plains 2 in this one is completely wrong. It's supposed to be the first green pipe after the 2 red pipes, and instead it's the second red pipe. Just completely wrong. I was very confused. And it's why we ended up down the normal path. Alright, how much of this stage is correct? This looks right. I want that. Oh, probably mistakes were made. Don't be good. Another one? Okay. Okay, the Yoshi wings are still there. Okay, if I need to do what I need to do, we're gonna have to do this. Okay, so the small island that I normally use to prepare myself for where I'm supposed to drop down is completely gone. There's also more tiles coming from the exit, so this is going to be harder than it was originally. Because I now have to get even more, like, precise dive. And I don't know how to adjust my speed while I'm in midair. I know it's doable, but I don't know how. Oh! Oh, no! Wait, why are both gone? What happened to, like... What happened to the other cape? What happened to the other cape, though? Where'd it go? Why is it gone? Cape's gone? What? Damn it. That was closer. Where's the cape gone? And platformers get lower down there, so I could just do a nice and easy one, because I mean, the goal is higher up than it's supposed to be. See, normally I'd use Yoshi for this, but the small island that I normally jump from with Yoshi isn't there anymore. It's gone. So it's actually harder to do this with Yoshi. There we go.
Fresh meat.
Yeah, the entire side area seems to be gone. There's a lot of stuff missing. Alright, Soda Lake. That's immediately not right. So we'll see how this goes. A few more Cheep Cheeps than I remember. A few less Torpedo Teds. But is that it? Is that the whole stage? Wait! Where's the other half of it? Okay, sure. Welcome to Soda Pond. That stage had Torpedo Teds and was the right coloration, and that's pretty much the end of the similarities. Wait, what's my yellow Yoshi anyways? I noticed that the other secret, the other Star Road stage didn't have the red Yoshi. Where's the yellow Yoshi? It's supposed to be right at the start! Did they just forget yellow Yoshi exists? Where's my friend? Yo, Yoshi's not here! They're just not here! They're just gone! Oh, yellow and red Yoshi just don't exist anymore. They've been removed from the game! Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, that's not even, because I mean everything about the world map is really not right. Forest of Illusion looks about right, but that's about it. Everything's all squished and compressed. It's adorable. But this stage is definitely just as full of moles as I remember. So many bloody moles. They got that part right. There's the giant mountain with lots of moles in it. We don't check something. Is this bonus area still here? No, it's gone! It's just gone! Where's the bonus area gone? It's completely gone! Sure, that's how the end of the stage goes. Okay, they were doing pretty alright in the first half, but then the second half really dropped the ball. Alright, Ludwig's Castle. This is one of the ones I remember more vividly, so let's see what they got. It's a little thicker than it's supposed to be by a single tile. Did they forget the bonus area? They forgot the bonus area! What? I can't pass through this last section anymore. Mushroom's still there, though. Yeah, no bony beetles in the first section at all. They're here now, though. And there's more of them. The leftover ones that they didn't use in the first section have now all been moved into this section. A little more squished than that's supposed to be, but not by a lot. Oh, that's like missing half the stage again. I don't say a recurring trend of half the stage is missing. To space! Ludwig von Koopa's days of composing Koopa symphonies in Castle Number 4 are over. Now Mario travels to the Forest of Illusion. Will he be able to find a path through the forest? I think that's almost word for word. Well done. Holy shit! Curtis, what the fuck? $100 from Curtis Wildcat. Wanting to say, as thanks for number 1, the comedy act with your tracker from Monday, and number 2, consolation for no bonus area, and no, this isn't April Fool's joke. Jeez! Whew! Thank you very much for the big old donation. Help keep the channel chugging along with the generosity. I'm glad the nonsense between me and Tracker is enjoyed. It's a slightly different flavor than whenever Beatus is using the damn thing. I wonder, hang on. The start of this song's reminding me of something in particular. No, that's all these types of things. No, that's not the music that I'm after. Ah, here we go. So, let me pause this real quick. I'm gonna try to find a particular version of the Super Mario World cartoon title card music. Nope. 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 Isn't there like one more? No. Either way. The music in this is reminding me more of the cartoon's version of Forest of Illusion than the actual Forest of Illusion. It's got that slight offness to it, you know? Why do people have that on YouTube? I mean, it let me find them, but... That's a few more blocks. Should be Yoshi. Wait, where did my friend go? Yoshi! Yoshi! What? What's this? Did I suddenly transport into the special world? Yoshi? Yoshi, you're supposed... How did I take damage? I have several questions. And the questions only seem to keep going up to... Why is there a pea balloon? I mean, I guess I'll get the secret exit with it. What? I have so many questions! You're not even supposed to be able to access it from the left. It's supposed to be sealed off. This one is extra cursed, yeah. No Yoshi. The crumble block section's just completely wrong. This is from like later in the game. The Starman music is probably the one that's hurting me the most. It's so soft. That's the only P-balloon. The one that's supposed to be on the right just doesn't exist. You can still farm lots of lives there if you need to. Alright, ghost houses consistently have been a problem so far in this hack. That section was mostly right. This area's a little wider, but nothing major. Alright, this looks good. This looks good. I got greedy. The gaps are a bit wider than they're supposed to be, but other than that... Alright, this is right. Oh, so that's a secret exit? I'm somewhat concerned about the normal exit. Let me just quickly check to make sure there's no shenanigans going on up top. I didn't see anything. But I am deeply concerned. Pretty much all the jumps in this section, except for that one, are wider than they're supposed to be. Curiosity, where does this go? Yeah, back here. It's normal, good. I was worried that would actually be the normal exit for a second there, like a certain previous stage that was completely off. Alright, so the first door is the secret exit, so... it's the regular exit, then. Okay, instead of a moon. Good, good. Alright, I was mostly right. There's a few things that were too wide or whatnot here and there. Good job. You know, you think they really would have tested this bonus game at least once, right? Don't take the bait. Don't take it. It's right there. It's very tempting. But don't take it. I have 99. I don't need more. Ah, he got me. But having an odd day where when one thing goes wrong, it all starts going wrong. It's still in a random underwater area? What? Several things. First, that's not even close to the right spot. Secondly, what? The interior section's completely off. I was just looking for the weird underwater bonus area in this stage to see if they remembered that. Instead, it's just the secret exit. This entire spot, not even close. There's supposed to be like a couple of pipes that. Why is it here? I mean, there it is, but like. Does it still take me backwards? No, it looks like it takes me forwards. That's also wrong. I didn't recall one of these being in this. What is this level? It's completely wrong. Oh man, that was not even close. Some of these have been like at least respectably close. That one's not even remotely the same level, other than having a bunch of lakitus in it. You got the coloration in the background, but that's about it. Alright, what about the motion sickness stage? Where's my other platform? There's supposed to be two of them? Or ma'am, or whatever. Where's my other platform? There apparently were some budget cuts in this version.
You gotta believe.
No! Don't put a platform in the middle of this in
ruins the entire illusion.
A lot more one-ups in here than I remember. Oh god, why is there a P-switch? Alright, so on the list of another completely wrong stage. Oh man, I wish the switch port was this busted. Because if it was, then oh man, we'd have even more to make fun of Nintendo about. This is Super Mario World remade from memory, and some stages are definitely a lot more, how shall we say, creative interpretations of their original counterpart. Such as this path that is going straight to the left instead of curving out of the forest. Auto-scroll seems a bit faster than I remember. Yeah, considerably faster. Two speeds, fast or way too fast! I mean, there's a lot more grinders than normal, but it's still pretty much the same sort of stage. Oh man, green block after the checkpoint's generous. Do I dare try to go for the secret door? Okay, getting to it's a lot easier. Oh, ah, shit. Sort of. Ah, well, guess I'm not going for that. I managed to keep just barely missing that Reznor when I'm jumping across. Oh well. Yeah. I mean, I saw the long stretch of lava, so there's probably a secret door over there. Alright, will Red Yoshi get to exist? Did this person remember that Red Yoshi exists? They did! Okay, there is actually a Red Yoshi in this game somewhere. Wait, they made it harder than the vanilla version? The vanilla version was already pretty tricky. Well, this gap's a lot wider than normal. The camera's like constantly panned up a little bit higher than it's supposed to be, which is making this a bit awkward. I think these are the right colors for the secret blocks. Genuinely sad that BOW doesn't work though. Yeah, I mean, other than that being obviously a lot higher up than it's supposed to. Yoshi, no! Oh, God damn it. Not getting any invincibility frames after getting knocked off of Yoshi has consistently been a problem for me. I wasn't sure if I was gonna land on that, I couldn't see. That's been a common problem throughout this whole experience. Is they keep putting things so far down that you can't even see where you're supposed to be going, which was decidedly not an issue in the vanilla game. Wait, was there always bullet bills in the... What is this part? I don't remember this part. Might have been there. I don't really remember the rest of that stage in great detail. Alright, I think I'm gonna do what I did last time, and we'll move on to the special stages right now. So let me grab Blue Yoshi. By the way, you normally don't have to kick him to get him into position for that. Normally the star is perfectly aligned to line up with his mouth. It's a little more to the right than it's supposed to be. Where's the blocks? Okay, that took a bit, but there it is. It's not supposed to start with blue. It's supposed to end with blue. But sure, that makes it easier to get here. I'm still deeply sad that BOW doesn't work. It's like the one thing so far that has made me genuinely sad. Yes, I know you're supposed to use the P-switch and do that thing, but we're gonna Blue Yoshi it up at this stage. Because, oh boy, this platforming looks a bit spicier than I remember. Also, you can actually see the secret area while going through here, which normally you're not supposed to be able to. This, however, looks right, but where's Yellow Yoshi? I didn't even see the egg! Oh no, Yellow Yoshi's just completely gone! There's only 2 stages that contain Yellow Yoshi, and they're missing from both of them! There was a red Yoshi? Oh no! Yellow Yoshi's extinct! Both Yellow Yoshis just don't exist. That's so sad! Oh god, well here we go! It's the secret world! I'm sure this will go perfectly fine. Yo, hang on, this actually sounds right. I mean, mostly right. It's more right than the other music. Well, let's wait until the Mario World theme, the Mario Bros theme starts kicking in. But will it kick in? That's a good question. I think they forgot that it's supposed to break into da 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 da. Is it ever gonna kick in? Did they just forget a part of the song altogether? I think they might have forgotten. Shit. It's like you're waiting for the drop, but it just never comes. It never comes. Oh!
Shoot.
There it is. Okay, it's a little funkier than it's supposed to be, but I mean...
That's Mario All-Stars.
I mean, it is pretty funny that this is blatantly the Super Mario All-Stars version of the song. But I mean, it's still mostly there. It's definitely not the version that plays originally in Super Mario World, but you know. Alright, let's go. I still do this? Oh no, they got rid of the blue Yoshi cheese! What if I... No, the Koopa's just not there altogether! Oh man, fine. I guess I can play the level. Koopa's just completely missing. Right. I gotta remember, in Super Mario World, you can just hold down the button. Oh, goodbye, P-Switch. I'm so used to Mario Maker, which is less kind with all these platform types. But in Super Mario World, you can just hold the button and it'll give you the maximum jump height. It's friendly like that. Also, the P-Switch is for getting in there, but I kind of dropped it. Yeah, we got a little yump in there, though. That was mostly right, other than the missing Koopa. Tubular! Okay, how correct is this accursed stage? Intro's right. This part's right. Oh god, did they actually get tubular correct? Because that's concerning to me. Please have a free switch. I mean, please have a free balloon. Please have a free balloon. Please. Okay. No! Shit! I'm already concerned by the accuracy. Okay, seriously. Okay, I know why that one disappeared. But still. It's like, oh great, it is how I remember it. No! Really? Really? Okay, hitboxes. It's like, no, you hit my Achilles tendon! So you get... Yeah, let me get rid of Chuck. Might have wasted too much time doing that. Okay, good. There wasn't a P-balloon there? Shit! Oh no, the P-balloon's gonna be right down here. Please? No? Okay, we have a problem. And that's that I don't know where the P-balloons are in this stage. So who likes to play the guessing game of where the heck are the P-switches? I mean, the P-balloons now. Because I'm not winning that guessing game right now. Okay, let me try going down real low. Okay, it's definitely not where it was supposed to be, but at least it's there. Shit! God, stupid stage. So it seems to be that all the P-balloons have been moved to the much harder block than their normal form. Great. Because, you know, this stage needed to be more annoying. So the answers to where the P-balloons seem to be are, just stay low. It seems to be the recurring trend of these. Just stay really low. So this will probably have one. No. This one? No. This one? No. Oh, the stage is over. Okay, good. It's at least shorter. It's at least shorter. Way cool! Alright, generous. Is everything just gonna be in the right spot? I mean... Oh no, it's looping back around. I'm just gonna go for it! Shit. Okay, so the block pattern's definitely a little bit different. Let's do 2 and then hit the next switch. Oh, hey, I actually almost got the correct one. Yeah, alright. So a cape block, how generous! This is where you come out of the bonus area. This still Yoshi wings? Hell yeah, okay. I mean, this seems right. I'm just gonna fly, but I mean... Shit! I'm a fool. This stage seems pretty much right, though. Yeah, let's go to the bonus area, then. Yeah, this is right. There's even a Yoshi. Yeah, okay, okay. We grab that generous green block first. Yeah. Awesome. I noticing the levels aren't spaced out quite right. I think there's like an extra tile on each of them or something. Disco, disco shell. I just squished a disco shell. Alright, we're still gonna have flying fish? Yep. I like how it's the special stages that people seem to be getting about, right? Yeah, bonsai bills, yeah. The stage, the gold tape's a little bit higher than it's supposed to be, but that was basically just right. Yeah, I think it really is just everything on this here has one extra tile than it's supposed to. Either that or they just need to move everything one tile to the left. Anyway, it's time for the intro stage. Yoshi! 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 Okay, this section's a lot harder than it used to be. By a lot, mind you, but still noticeable. Where did you come from? Oh, more lava lotuses there, I remember. I also don't remember all these baseball chucking chucks. There was just a lot more enemies in that stage in general. Mondo! Ah, the Tide stage. Yeah! Wait, is that... Oh, for fuck's sakes. Fine. Oh, okay, that one's missing about 60% of the stage. That's it, you just one jump, couple of blocks. No big. Outrageous! Nice little hopping fire pests. My timing has been fantastic today. Absolutely bloody fantastic. How did I manage to jump into every single one of those? Damn it! That's a problem. You're gonna shoot? I'm gonna have to scroll it further. Oh! There you go. You're late than never, I guess. I don't have a springboard, though. This is gonna be very awkward. Damn. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna want to bring one of the springboards. This level seems about right. I think there's a few more bullet bills, but nothing too major. Can I stop getting, like, weirdly glitched out on corners and platforms, please? You gonna shoot? There you go. Damn it! This spot doesn't feel right. Yeah, this, like, spot in general just does not feel right. You have got to be kidding me with that shit. Can't make this up. Hello, yes, Yoshi, I would like you to think. This definitely feels harder than it normally was. It was already a pretty tough stage. There we go, now we're looking good. Yes! Success! Oh. So that's probably the hardest stage in the game. Funky! Resist urge to start playing Funky's theme. Oops. Alright, attempt number 3, we managed to actually get the Yoshi. And it is still a Yoshi, good. No power-ups, though. There sure are a lot more... I love invincibility frames, don't you? Especially when you don't get any! You are a... no, the actual mechanics are still vanilla. That's just how high you jump. Also, much like the others, this stage is missing a large chunk of itself. Well, the special stages were mostly accurate. A couple of them were a little shorter than normal and all that good stuff, but let's go ahead and activate the other coloration. Here's Fat Yoshi's Island. Like a couple of tiles too wide on both sides. The Chubby Star Road in all of its glory. And the really messed up looking paths. Alright, finally back to normality. Does this stage still start with a green block? No, no it does not. Not even close. Man, this used to be my late game cape grabbing spot because it starts immediately with a green block, but not anymore. What's this? There's like 20 less urchins. I'll be fond of that. 20 less urchins. I still get too impatient. No split paths at all. It just seems to be the one straight shot. But hey, less waiting. The urchins aren't supposed to continue into this section, but well. This got a lot smaller. I saw a dragon coin here now. That's it's a little further over than it's supposed to be, but okay. It took whatever the road from the green block was supposed to be. Didn't we already have this Switch Palace? Like the exact same one, pretty much? Yeah, wait a minute. Two people made the same Switch Palace. We never got the silver block piece, we never got the silver Switch Palace. This is way too long again. Welcome to the red Switch Palace, again! We did get the roof and the wall this time! Oh, don't worry, there's more athletic stages coming up yet. What's going on down here, actually? What's this? What's this whole part? It's kind of like the secret exit, except it's not. It's on the wrong side. Now do we have the charge to chuck the whistles? Yes, okay. There's like less than half as many Rip Van Fish, but I mean, the spirit is there. Yeah, no split paths or anything. That stage is just 100% wrong, pretty much. Okay, maybe like 90% wrong, but still. Okay, considering what happened in the Lakitu stage's secret exit, I dread to think what's gonna happen here. Okay, we're missing most of the intro of the stage. Ugh. Like, we're supposed to have a Yoshi, but never mind that. I'm just gonna try every pipe. Okay, it's this one. You still need to be big? What? What's that? I killed it! You can kill those what? How did I kill that thing by spin jumping a block? Today I learned. So yeah, those guys aren't supposed to exist in any stage except for Outrageous. So seeing it in the secret exit spot, kinda, that's not right. Oh god, don't get the ideas, Johnny! I wonder if it's already been done. I mean, other than missing the intro of the stage entirely and the Yoshi that you're just supposed to get. Well, it's mostly right. This map is a little bit irregularly shaped thanks to the one exit going straight to the left there, but... It's mostly right. Rolly's castle is in the totally wrong position, but here we go. Snake block. Now, I'm pretty sure the snake block path is cooked into the game, so that'll definitely be correct. That's a little bit spicier than... Whoa, man! Hang on! That ain't right! Okay, this one's a bit harder than it's supposed to be, but I have a plan. Yeah, that screwed with all the timings just enough. Damn. Okay, this plan's gonna work at least. It's fairly traditional obstacles, so I'll be fine. It's like shell jumps and other such shit. Stuff that actually requires tech that I tend to have issues with. A regular old just dodge shit, I can manage it. Though that particular Podobo sucks. This gives me another plan, actually. What if I do the opposite? What if I do, like, try to force the screen more to the left? Like that? Ah, it's not gonna work. It really didn't work at all, actually. Alright, this part, though, I definitely need the screen to be over here so it gets rid of all the falling spikes. Damn it again! I'm not holding the button! I must have missed the letting go of the A button by like 3 or 4 frames twice in a row, and it hurts. It hurts! Because I'm specifically trying not to do an increased height spin jump, but it keeps coming out. Let's see if I can encourage this thing to... Nope, that didn't work. You definitely don't want to summon that early. That one Podobo is in a very bad spot. I would have been through this twice already if I stopped getting big spin jumps that I don't want. Here we go. Successfully delayed this Podobo. Damn it. 1 second. we go. Okay. Alright, delay the photobow so it's less awkward of a spot. Now this time, game, don't spin jump me into the goddamn spikes! Just gonna, there we go, just gonna try to wait. This spot's fine. That's gonna bounce the other way. Oh god, that's gonna bounce the other way. Okay, it's fine. See? I would've made it the other 2 times if it wasn't for that. I ain't pressing that. I know better. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Oops. Oh no, Roy might actually get to function. Like, never mind. That was a castle! Mario, no! Don't do it! Don't you do it! Romance Castle number 5 is no more. Mario must now continue his adventure to the delicious Chocolate Island. Did you find the blue switch? Yes, I did. It's not gonna do a damn thing, but I found it. Yes, this is exactly how I remember it. Time to ride a line of stage. Oh yeah, we did find the second red switch, you're right. Pumpkin! Ugh. Yeah, that actually looks right. And then you can use it to get the midpoint. I remember this P-switch. Pumpkin. Oh god! Not always there. Whee! It looked like it was mandatory. That was a big gap. Alright, this stage I'm immediately worried about, because it's got Fish and Fish Guy in it. My toes. It's always gotta be the toes! Mario, you're supposed to have powerful feet! Where's our... It appears our fishing friend has gone to fish someplace else. Boo laser! mean, other than our missing fishing friend, that seemed about right. What's the pipe doing there? I didn't even notice that earlier. What's the pipe doing there? Alright, let's go! Speed time! Oh, this room's just... I don't even know what this room's... They got the slopes of the Koopas, but... in terms of the layout, it is whatever the hell it wants to be. Alright, this looks right. I mean, this room's mostly right. Oh, we don't get to do the cool little spinorama up to the pipe anymore. And now I can take my time. Man, I took my time and it's still this. Yeah, whenever you go through the special world, it turns Chocolate Island into Mint Chocolate Island. I should be Bubble and Fish Room. Oh, no. There's this. Wait, this? I don't remember this at all, but okay. That's way wider than I remember. Holy moly! I think they might have added a few extra Rexes. But why? Before I go to this one, let's take this odd route. Oh, this is kind of tiny, isn't it? It's cute. It's this little thing up here. Tiny. 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 Nine secrets. There's so many more green blocks in this version. I'll take it. It's nice. It's nice to have a whole bunch of extra caves for some reason. Kind of want the dream combo, though. Slide! Whee! Wee! 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 It's a little shorter, but I mean, the spirit is there. Where's the rest of the enemies? Where's all the chucks? Holy crap, that's tighter than normal. Oh boy. Woo. Okay, so the entire enemy selection in that room was wrong. As was the platforms. I mean, the nature of the room is there, but... Sure. Yoshi's feet might be a little toasty after that. Alright, this immediately already looks right. Wow! Yeah, this was good. This was good. Should switch over to fuzzies in the second half. Yeah, let's switch over to fuzzies. Good, good. I think there's a couple of pipes missing and a few other things, but I mean, like... The spirit is there. Oh, there's the pipe. And it's still enterable. Nice. And this looks about right. Nice. This Yoshi's Island ass secret. A single gimmick platform and a bunch of coins. That should be up and down clouds. Yeah. It's not quite right, but I mean, that's close. It's very close. Let me grab blue. I mean, this is like way wider than it's supposed to be. But whatever works, you know? That stage was pretty much right. I'm already seeing the shape of this thing and knowing that the circle that it's about to make ain't gonna work. Alright, let's go. We're just gonna fly across the whole thing this time. It's probably one of the most accurate stages so far. I mean, it's not exactly a complicated stage since it's mostly just those singular spinning platforms, but I mean, like, it looks right. Yeah, I think this one is actually about the right length, too. It just feels weird next to all the levels that got shortened.
But why?
I knew this circle wasn't gonna look right at all. It's so tiny. And there's just no rocks left. That's what happens when the world's way shorter at this spot. Oh my god, this is what happens when the upper, like, 2/3 of the overworld are so much bigger than they're supposed to be. There's no room for Chocolate Island, so they just kind of squished it in there. Shit. I do hate trying to use the cape offensively. It has no range. The stage seems easier, for the most part. Okay, yeah, definitely gonna go with seems easier. Okay, this is a lot whack. There's only supposed to be one thwomp in each of these, and maybe a thwimp and some spikes. But, I mean, whatever. Yeah, like this setup, except with the actual thwomp still there. There's a lot missing for this stage, but you know what? I think it might actually make it better. The stage was kind of annoying originally. The second time I tried to get away with that, it just doesn't work. These rocks are supposed to surround most of the stages, but there's just no room. Okay. And now the mysterious diagonal mossy platform things. And now I'm dead. I gotta be careful. This game and slopes do not get along whatsoever. That was close. Alright. This section's a little bit odd, but get me out of here. Couple of mushrooms, why not? A little trickier to get out of there than you should. Where's my P-switch? What's the giant mole doing here? I have many questions. No, seriously, there it is. It's like, where's my P-switch go? Come here, you. I cannot see. There's so many more blind drops in this version, oh god! Where'd the rest of the stage go? Where'd the rest of the stage go? There was supposed to be more diagonal platforms! I mean, I'll take a look at that in a sec. This should be Yoshi. Yes, that's right. I'm gonna go down there in a sec because I'm very curious. What's this? What? There was one of these in this stage, was there? Oh, this one's special trait is that it's a little bit thinner than the other ones. By one tile on the right-hand side. Every single one of those bonus rooms is just slightly different in one way or another. What's all this? There's a P-switch what I needed. Hang on a sec. Yoshi, I'm gonna get you a present. Here you go. Eat up. Ah, this is right. I mean, for the 2 seconds it was there, that was right. That level started making me question things. Alright, Mega Spikes, the stage. Taking your dear sweet time, are you there? These are a little closer together than I remember. God, there's so much stuff that's just mildly wrong enough to bother me a lot. Sure? I'm just not even gonna question that one. When you have so many enemies being spammed in an area that the game starts lagging, you might have put too many. All this empty space. Okay. Oh, hey, Wendy actually seems to be at the right height. Nice. Yeah, that seems right. Wendy, stop RNGing to the opposite side of the arena. Wendy! Hey! Gonna get hit just because I'm tired of waiting for her. There we go. Video Koopa of Castle Number 6 has sung her last song. She rescued the last of Yoshi's friends and the princess. Mario must now face his greatest challenge yet and embark into Bowser's domain. So where's it gonna put the Bowser statue with the sunken ships all the way over here? It's not even a circle! It's like a weirdly oblong egg shape. Now, this intro's a little bit weirder than normal, but okay. Alright, this section's easy. It's just the Boo Cloud with the occasional eerie. The box isn't even supposed— the boxes aren't even supposed to be there. It's just supposed to be wide open. Alright, this is a bit higher up than it's supposed to be, and this section's a little bit wider than it's supposed to be. I mean, this stage is a bit of an afterthought, so I get it, but still. Ice wasn't so bad. You just have to use screen manipulation to make up for the Potomos being placed very wrong. Yeah, there wasn't a single Eerie in that stage. There's supposed to be several. Where's the other star? Oh, well, doesn't really matter. Yeah! You realize the circle's there in the first place because the Bowser bit goes in the middle of it, right? It doesn't just take over the top of the circle. Wait, what's going on with the stage right to the left of Larry's castle there? Sure. Alright, there's a few things wrong here. Such as this. That's all immediately wrong. Okay, this stage kind of has a bunch of maze elements to it, so we'll see if I get bamboozled by things that aren't quite right. Yoshi, come back! Alright, I guess I'm going down below then. What the? Chuck was already stuck in a block! My midway point. Charlie doesn't even care, he's coming right over the top. So is this one. Oh god. Is this correct? Is this where I'm supposed to be going? I think in the original stage this actually sends me backwards, but we'll see. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna remember most of that stage from memory. It is basically what I remember, which is a bunch of Chucks charging through blocks, giant Monimos, and winding thin paths, but I'm not too familiar on the details. I don't think that's supposed to be a big dot, but I could be wrong. Okay, I'm sure it's very simplistic. I mean, for the sake of saving myself some time, did they include the Yoshi wings? Yes. They missed the entire section to the left of the pipe, but I mean... There's supposed to be an open area to the left where you get a hidden off-screen one-up hidden block. But that's all gone. My Yoshi is now blue! I mean, if they shorten this level at all, I'll consider it a blessing, because this level sucks. This is supposed to be like way up top instead of down bottom, but okay. Like I said, this entire section over here is missing. Wait, where's the ceiling portion? So there's supposed to be like a top portion so I can't just jump through it? I mean, that does make it a lot easier. Like, this type of spot should be threatening, but it's not threatening at all because they forgot the ceiling. Also lets me just, like, crouch jump up here instead and probably skip a couple of cycles. So this stage is 100% improved because with some good jumps here and there, you can probably skip several cycles. Which gets a big ol' thumbs up from me! Yeah, they forgot any of the coins, there's no dragon coins. This section is completely, just heinously wrong. They're supposed to be like great bricks, more of the rising platform stuff. You're not supposed to be able to see that you can jump up onto the ceiling. That is like extra wrong. With a side of super wrong. But hey, I'll take it. I hate that stage normally. Big improvement, much better stage. Good job. Those are going a bit further down, I suppose. This just isn't right at all. But okay, sure. What? What? It's glitch! Did you see that? My dude, when your mega spikes are replicating themselves, you might have messed a couple of things up. This stage is completely wrong. Holy shit, there's not even I don't even know what to comment on, but that's right, other than there's mega spikes. Get me out of here, man! This place is cursed! I don't know if I would call that way easier. I'd actually call that way harder. Because there's way more instant death available than in the original. And if I didn't have a cape, that would have sucked immensely. Yo, Cookie, how's it going? Yeah, that's good. Power-ups? We don't need no power-ups, I say, just jumping around and abusing the fact that I have a cape. Ooh, laser! What the hell is even all of this? Have a good one, Renell. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's pretty much how I remember it. Math platforms! I mean, it's a good challenge. It's quick. It's evil. Ah, shit. This stage actually seems right. Oh, bitch. On! Yoshi! There you go. Be careful, because if this gets swallowed, I'm dropping like a rock. There we go. Look, seemed pretty much right. No complaints there. Okay, just hop off the Yoshi. Hey, there we go. Get back here. That's probably the last of those for the day. This wretched stage. All right, let's go. Excuse me, can I borrow that? Thank you! Oh, this ain't right, but okay, sure. Wait, where's the Yoshi? Oh, no! Did they not put a Yoshi in the stage? Son of a bitch, they didn't put a Yoshi in the stage! This stage's whole gimmick is to pick up the Yoshi and finish it. Alright then, I guess I need to go get my own Yoshi! Interesting. This one's definitely amped up a bit more. There's a few extra Charlies. A lot of extra wide jumps on these platforms. Nope, no Yoshi's in here. Wait, did this drop me off after the midway point? It does! What the frick? Okay, I have several problems. At least that's a shortcut, but at the same time, what the hell? I was just trying to get the midway point so I could come back with the Yoshi and do it that way, but apparently there's a shortcut. So, I'll come back to this one. Do Larry's castle first. Did they put spikes on top of all the... No! No! You made it impossible to wait on any of these! Why would you... Oh. There is one. I thought they were gonna put spikes on top of all these platforms so you couldn't just wait around. Yeah, I don't recall the spike ceiling right there. They'll show up eventually. There it is. Oh! It's not supposed to do that. Okay, this section's very wrong, but okay. I feel like the further in we go, the more wrong every stage is getting. I mean, I'm still gonna wait there. I just know to jump now. Let's get comfy and put it over here this time so I can see. Good time for a drink break, at least. Alright, I'm just gonna wait here again. It'll come back up eventually. It has to. Yeah, see, here it comes. Now the question is, did they remember the midpoint? They did! Nice! I have a cape. This level is immediately more tragic. Namek! Namek! Hurry up! Son of a bitch! Oh, the swamps are a new one. Actually, kind of like. Oh, you didn't know about the midway point? Yeah, it's pretty good. I hate that swim. It's like in the worst place now. I'm just gonna have to take damage because I can't really see a way to get through this. That might do it. Nope. Oh, good. There's just a green block there. I'd be tempted to use the back, like to go in the back door from Bowser's, but we need to be able to. We need to see what they made some of the rooms into. There's definitely way more of these Magic Koopa walls than I remember. I don't have a Fire Flower. I also just got owned, so that's not gonna help. There we go. Alright, let me go hitch a ride on the Star Road real quick and I'll pick up a Yoshi. Small Mario! Small Mario! Larry Koopa of Castle Number 7 is now just a memory. All that stands between the end of Mario's journey and a nice vacation is Bowser's castle itself. Good luck. Now the annoying part is it won't actually let me go onto that Star Road despite having it unlocked, so I do still have to go the long way around! I mean, I could just grab this Yoshi. It'd be a little bit faster. Any power-ups? Ooh, yes, I can actually get a cape. I really would prefer a blue Yoshi, but this will have to do. What's wrong with Yoshi's face? What's wrong with Yoshi's face? Why was Yoshi's face of green potable? Okay, that's way easier if you take the shortcut. There we go. And now it magically lets you take all these routes. Alright, here we go! Bowser's Castle! Let's try door number 3. Alright, this is how I remember it. Now, is the secret power-up right here still there? No, that's missing. How about door number 6? Oh, it's the water room, okay. Of all the things for me to choose. The spikes are a little bit closer together, but it's otherwise how I remember it. Shorter, though, and probably easier. Whoa, that's more dangerous. This section really doesn't have a whole lot going on. Sure. Sure, music. Are we even listening to the same song anymore? It could be closer. This is almost like the depressed version of Bowser's theme. Sad Bowser theme. It's actually giving me more vibes of the Super Mario Kart version than this game's version. It's interesting that even this was trying to be done by memory. And they kind of forgot, like, the sound effects when he's getting closer. it's supposed to, you know, go on the way back. God, the freezing every single time it switches music tracks, though. That's kind of obnoxious. Hey, the accuracy today, though, didn't miss a shot. What song is this? Okay, what the heck are they gonna do to the ending theme? Because, I mean, it's pretty long. And if that's done by memory, oh, strap yourselves in, guys. I have a funny feeling we're in for a musical treat. Where's actually the names for all these other things? Oh my god, even the credits are by memory! That's why there's so many blank ones! They don't know the names to most of these, so they're just blank! I'm curious if any of these names are correct! Other than, of course, Koji Kondo. How many credits do? Dave Brooks. I think you might have gotten a couple of letters there backwards, guys. Dave Brooks. I mean, obviously, Shigeru. So basically, they got Koji Kondo and Shigeru Miyamoto, and they have everything else is just question marks. Wait, it's normally backwards? Ah! So that's obviously a lot shorter than it was supposed to be, but that's because they couldn't remember who was in the credits. They kind of forgot the start of this song altogether, but okay. Yeah, where'd the Yellow Yoshi come from? They're not appearing in this film. God, it's like, it's just cursed enough where I had to wonder, how many things am I remembering correctly or not remembering correctly? God, this is... And this was definitely shorter than my vanilla Super Mario World playthrough. What the crap was this? Oh my god. YouTube's bugged for me at the moment, by the way. I'm trying to get yesterday's VOD uploaded onto the VOD channel, but it's just constantly bringing up unable to display some videos, retrying again and again. So that didn't export correctly. I might have to try it again or something, but either way, yesterday's VOD's borked. The song's missing like half the instruments, but you know what? It's trying. Bless its heart, it's trying. Oh yeah, look at that. We actually got over 9,000 today. Now the true number is a little bit smaller because it doesn't update for any unfollows, but I mean, it's pretty close. That was an experience. I've definitely played it recently enough where a lot of that stuff was fresh in mind. So it's definitely very awkward.